The biggest financial opportunity of the next decade is unfolding right now. The investors who move today will be the one who benefit from the next explosive altcoin season. Solana, 123x. Render, 65x. R-Wave, 50x. Helium, 74x. These are the actual returns these coins produced during the 2021 bull run altcoin season. And history is in the process of repeating itself. Dozens and dozens of articles are already talking about it. Now, here's the real question. Will it happen with you or without you? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you first why we're only a few months away from entering the fourth phase of the bull run, the moment when over 25% of altcoins typically do a 10x. Second, how to identify 10 cryptocurrencies under $300 million in market cap that have the potential to repeat and even surpass those performances. Third, the institutional method we use to select, buy, and secure these assets without you spending 40 hours a week staring at charts. But this presentation isn't for everyone. If you think crypto is nothing but speculation or an online casino, this is not for you. And if you don't have at least $100,000 to invest over a 5-year horizon, don't waste your time. If you're still here, I'm not going to sell you crypto. I'm going to show you how institutional investors position themselves before altcoin explodes. While 99% of people watch Bitcoin hit $120,000 and wonder if they're late, we are accumulating these assets ready to 10x, 20x, or even 50x over the next two bull run. My name is Romain Danielou. I manage a US investment fund with over 600 investors and over $40 million already invested in my company. TokenQuire is the application of that same institutional rigor, the crypto assets, with one simple objective: multiply your capital by 50 across the next two bull run. Now, let me show you why. Back in 2017, I saw two types of crypto investors: the ones who turned their capital into exponential gains, and the ones who showed up at the wrong moment. The difference, it wasn't luck. It wasn't intelligence. It wasn't even the size of their initial capital. It was timing and discipline. The first group entered at the right moment. They followed the plan. They bought when everyone else was terrified, and they exited before the top. The second group, they bought out of FOMO when the market was already overheated. They bought at all-time high. And when the market corrected, they were trapped. Not because they chased bad projects, but because they arrived at the wrong moment in the cycle. That day, something became crystal clear to me. In crypto, it's not the best project that wins. It's the one with the best timing. And that's exactly what's happening again right now. Here's what I discovered. Every cycle repeats the same patterns. Phase 1, bear market. The altcoin drops 80%. Phase 2, Bitcoin halving. April 2024, it's done. Phase 3, Bitcoin hits a new all-time high at $120,000. Ethereum consolidates around $4,500. And then a key indicator appears, the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin market share peaks above 55%. And historically, every time the Bitcoin dominance falls after reaching that level, it marks the beginning of the rotation into altcoins. The liquidity leaves Bitcoin in search of higher returns. The phase 4, the altcoin rotation. This is where the exponential gains happen. For context, during the last bull run, the total altcoin market cap grew by 120x. The projection for the upcoming cycle is 150x. And right now, we are exactly between phase 3 and phase 4. This isn't a prediction. It's a repeating pattern since 2013. It's math. It's predictable. It's not speculation. This is why what happened in the recent months struck me. As I said, I manage a portfolio of 600 investors. My 5 investor relation directors handles 60 calls per day. They report everything back to us: the questions, the doubts, the frustrations, the goals. And over the past months, one pattern became obvious. Everyone is preparing for the next altcoin bull run. But the question we keep hearing on repeat is, how do I position myself in crypto? They see the opportunity, Bitcoin hitting an all-time high, Ethereum approaching all-time high, Bitcoin ETFs absorbing billions, but they don't have the time, the tools, or the disciplines to do it alone. That's when I realized something. If I apply our institutional analysis process, the one we use at TokenQuire to crypto assets, I can give our investors exactly what they're looking for: a secured approach, structured and disciplined, access to the best performing asset class of the decade, without the emotional mistakes that destroyed 90% of crypto investors. And that's how TokenQuire was born. Now, let me show you why the next few months represent the opportunity of the decade, and why you simply cannot afford to miss this window. To understand understand what's happening, you need to see the macro context clearly. For the first time since 2021, 4 catalysts are converging. 1. The global trade tensions are on pause. Trump postponed tariffs on Chinese imports. Markets hate uncertainty. When tensions fall, capital flow back into risk assets. 2. The geopolitical conflicts are cooling down. Ukraine, the Middle East, tensions are easing. Investors who were sitting in cash or treasuries are now hunting for returns. And crypto offers returns they simply cannot get anywhere else. Number 3, the Fed is cutting rates. The Fed is lowering rates and shifting its focus toward employment over inflation. Stephen Miran, a pro-market economist close to Trump, was just appointed. And his stance is clear. He is pro-liquidity and pro-markets. The translation is more liquidity, more oxygens for risky assets, and especially for altcoins. Number 4, the traditional markets are running out of steam. The S&P, the Nasdaq, the gold, the silver, all hit their peaks. Investors are now looking for the next performance engine. And guess where that potential is shifting? Straight into crypto for the first time since 2021. Every indicator is green. Now, let's zoom in what's happening right now at the micro level. Number 1, the altcoin ETFs are under review by the SEC. Bitcoin ETFs brought in tens of billions of dollars in 2024. Ethereum ETFs got approved. Now the SEC is reviewing ETFs for Solana, XRP, and Avalanche. Pension funds, family offices, financial advisors, all the people who cannot buy crypto directly will finally get access through their traditional brokers. This is like opening the floodgates of a dam. Institutional money is coming. Number 2, the Clarity Act is incoming. Right now, no one knows which crypto are compliant or not. So the US exchanges avoid listing altcoins. Projects relocate to Dubai or Singapore. The Clarity Act solves exactly this. Here are the rules. Follow them and you're legal. Just like the Genius Act did for the stablecoins in 2024. USDC and Tether got regulated. The volumes exploded. The Clarity Act will do the same, but for the entire crypto ecosystem. No more uncertainty, no more regulatory risks, and predictable rules. Number 3, Paul Atkins innovation exemption. Atkins, the new SEC chairman, proposed a game-changing rule. If you are an innovative crypto startup, you get 18 months to raise funds and grow without fear of SEC prosecution. Why is this huge? Because for 4 years, the SEC suffocated American innovation. The best projects fled to Europe or Asia. Now the barriers are gone. Innovation is coming back to the US. And capital always follows innovation. Here is why the timing is everything. Altcoins explode in phase 4. Phase 4 lasts 6 to 9 months on average. After that, a brutal bear market, minus 80% for 3 years. And if you enter now in phase 3, you accumulate before the explosion. If you enter mid-phase 4, you miss most of the move. And if you enter after the peak, you're too late. This isn't a product you can buy anytime. It's a window, and that window is closing. That's exactly why I created the Narrative Rotation Protocol, a method for exploiting the movement. This window that is closing without the mistake that costs millions. Let me explain. This is the 3-step process I developed. The difference between a portfolio that does 2x and a portfolio that does 50x. First thing to understand, we don't invest in random cryptos. We invest in narratives, macro trends that attract billions. Here are the 4 narratives we target. Number 1, RWA, which is real world assets. Tokenizing real assets like real estate or bonds on blockchain. The current market is $35 billion. The projections for 2028, $2 trillion. Blackstone and Fidelity are already in. Number 2, decentralized physical infrastructure. Decentralized networks replacing traditional infrastructure like storage or energy. The current market is $17 billion, with projections in 2028 over $500 billion. Number 3, the emerging layer 1 and layer 2s. New blockchains challenging Ethereum and Solana. The current market is $2.2 trillion, with projections over $9 trillion in 2028. And number 4, AI infrastructure. The intersection of AI and blockchain, autonomous agents, AI compute networks. Current market, $23 billion, with projections over $2 trillion in 2028. Once the narratives are identified, we apply our 7-point selection framework. Number 1, we identify the sectors driving the cycle and the projects riding strong macro tailwinds. 2, we select tokens with a solid economic structure and built-in buying pressure. Supply must be limited, demand must be rising. Number 3, we choose liquid assets, positions we can enter and exit without distorting the price. We don't touch coins you wouldn't be able to sell. We verify the security, compatibility, and operational feasibility of every asset. Does it actually work? Or is it just marketing? 5, the execution. We enter the market progressively and with discipline without creating price distortion. Buy at the right moment, not at the top. Number 6, we build a clear thesis with defined potential, catalysts, and risks. We model scenarios, we calculate the upside. For example, one of our positions has a 38x potential solely to return to its all-time high. 7, we identify invalidation points and anticipate drawdown scenarios. We know exactly where to cut losses if the thesis breaks. For every coin, we produce a complete analysis report. We benchmark against competitors. We document every decision. And you get access to all of this research if you invest with us. My personal portfolio follows the exact same strategy. I don't invest your money differently from mine. Now you understand how we select. But there is a question you're probably thinking, why not just do it myself? And I get it. Some people think I'll just buy the crypto myself. You can, but hear what that really means. Doing it alone means analyzing 4,000 coins yourself, following YouTube influencers who use you as their exit liquidity, buying FOMO at the top and selling at panic at the bottom, managing private keys, lose them and everything is gone, monitoring 10 positions 24/7, fighting your own emotions. While with TokenQuire, you have our team that tracks the assets using the 7-step framework, 4-week DCA entries, institutional multi-signature against theft, hacking, and insurance, monthly reports with quarterly video briefings, and zero emotion, pure mechanical execution. And here's the cost nobody calculates: your time. To do what we do, you would need 40 hours per week analyzing crypto, learning tokenomics, DeFi, smart contracts, setting up secure wallets, managing crypto taxes, which is a nightmare. Again, what's your hourly value? 500 an hour? 1,000 an hour? Over 60 months, that's hundreds of thousands in opportunity costs. The best investors delegate everything outside their zone of genius. And there is one thing you simply cannot get on your own: institutional insurance, professional custody, and governance audits. These are reserved for structured funds like ours. Now, let's talk about what really matters for a serious investor like you: governance and capital protection. Let's be honest, crypto has a terrible reputation. FTX, Luna, billions were lost. And frankly, it's justified. 90% of crypto projects are poorly managed, poorly secured, and outright scams. That's exactly why we structured TokenQuire as an institutional vehicle. Here's how we protect your capital. Number 1, a legal structure with 0% on capital gains. Number 2, mandatory multi-signature. Every transaction requires 2 signatures, mine and the co-founder of TokenQuire, which is Thibault, my partner. I cannot move assets alone. Neither can he. Protection against internal theft and human error. Number 3, institutional insurance. We have coverage against theft and hacking. Your assets are protected even in case of a breach. Number 4, an annual audit. Audited digital asset verification. Audited financial statements. Fully compliant tax reporting. We never hold assets on unregulated exchanges. Never in hot wallets. And you're never in the dark. You have monthly performance reports, quarterly market update videos, full data room access. You know exactly where your money is at all time. You understand the opportunity. You understand the mechanism. You understand how we protect your capital. And yes, it's passive, fully managed, and turnkey. Here's what happens if you qualify as an investor. But before that, let's recap in 30 seconds. We are entering in phase 4, the altcoin season. Last chance before 4 years. We select 10 micro cap positions across 5 explosive narratives. We use the narrative rotation protocol, disciplined selection, and mechanical execution through a 0% tax legal structure, multi-signature protection, insurance, and audit, with one goal: 50x net over the next 2 cycles. This opportunity is not for everyone. You should book a call if you have at least $100,000 to invest for 5 years to ride 2 bull runs. 2, you want crypto exposure because you understand the opportunity. 3, you want exposure without spending 40 hours a week managing it. If you check these 3 boxes, book a call with one of our investor relation directors. If not, just don't waste your time. During the 30-minute call, a director will analyze your situation, your current portfolio, your goals, your risk appetite. He will present the strategy in detail, adapted to you. He will answer all your questions, and he will reveal 3 of the 10 portfolio tokens with full analysis, catalysts, and upside. Even if you don't move forward, you leave with 3 fully analyzed crypto opportunities. At the end of the call, either it's a fit or it's not. No pressure. We want the right investors, not the most investors. Here is why you need to book the call now. We are raising from 50 investors maximum, and we already have over 27 of them that pre-committed. Once we close, we close. We deploy the full capital, locked for 5 years, with a 50x goal over the next 2 bull runs. If you are interested in knowing more, click the button below, fill out the 2-minute form. Our team will contact you within 48 hours to schedule your call. See you soon.